tell us more about metabolic psychiatry and the link between brain health and metabolic disease?
Yeah, so metabolic psychiatry is a subfield, really, and it's really about describing the assessment and treatment of metabolic dysfunction and that as a means of improving mental health. So there's a crucial link, but a pretty complex relationship between metabolic dysfunction and food and mental health. So this idea of food as medicine is not a new concept, and the field of nutritional psychiatry has really grown over the past few decades by several prominent psychiatrists and researchers. However, there's been a focus that has been largely looking at specific foods or eliminating maybe certain things from the diet, looking at the microbiome, or looking at how diet affects depression symptoms. So these are all very important questions, but what metabolic psychiatry's focus is to distinguish that of how the treatment of the metabolic dysfunction can affect psychiatric symptoms. So a lot of, majority of the US population has insulin resistance or obesity. It's, 50%, over 50% now. So we're really looking at, well, what does this do to the brain? What does this do to brain health? We know that it affects different organs in the body, but we often overlook brain health. And so that's the focus of my study. It's interesting because mental illness rates over just the past 20 years have doubled, and we have very different phenotypes within mental illness. And we know that mental illness such as depression or bipolar illness and psychosis even are strongly associated with this increase in inflammation. So research is showing that there is an energy deficit in these brain illnesses, which I can talk more about. But that's a big link between, looking at metabolic health and mental health, and how these energy deficits are causing downstream brain signaling changes. And we see differences here in inflammation, like I mentioned, but also insulin resistance. And so we're looking at how to improve that.
If you want to learn more about the science of epigenetics and nutritional longevity, check out my newsletter at Aronica.com and in the link below this video, so you won't miss my upcoming free webinars, courses, and live Q&A.